Well, did you know that after 30, most adults begin to experience decline in muscle health? Adequate protein intake along with exercise is crucial to build and maintain muscle health. Hello and welcome to Protein X Protein Abhiyan, where we talk to doctors, dietitians, wellness coaches to learn why protein is an essential element for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Today we are joined by Dr. Vanita Arora, Senior Consultant Cardiac Electrophysiologist and Interventional Cardiologist at the Indraprasth Apollo Hospital. Dr. Arora, thanks very much for joining us on Protein X Protein Abhiyan. Our first question to you, Dr. Arora, how important is protein for good health?
So each and every element of our body, whether it is hair, nail, heart, muscles, they all need proteins to function normally. So it is a good idea to add a good amount of protein in your diet. A balanced diet is the key to the right health, to the good health, good heart health also.
Absolutely. And what signs and symptoms will the body show if we do not consume adequate proteins?
See, proteins are required for our body build-up, especially our muscles to function properly. We need proteins in our body to function at the cellular level. The function which happens, the proteins are required. In patients who have protein loss because of any condition, you should see they are not even able to respire properly. They're not even able to take in a deep breath. Their respiratory movement of the chest doesn't happen because even that effort to take in a breath requires a good amount of proteins to be in the body. Henceforth, you have to take proteins, good amount of proteins in the body. What happens is, what I've seen with age, once the age, people start to age, say around 65, 70 years of the age, the protein content in the diet goes on decreasing. Especially, most of our elderly citizens, they have become vegetarians. I don't know why, what happens to them that they give up non-vegetarian. So the protein content in their diet becomes very, very less. They are eating less because of the metabolism goes slow with the aging, and the protein content becomes practically zero. They don't want to take milk. They don't want to take curd. They don't want to take paneer. How much paneer can you eat? How much cheese can you eat? So whatever is the content comes from eggs. They don't want to eat eggs. They don't want to eat non-vegetarian. They hardly take one katori of dal in their diet. So you will see that they start to lose the muscle mass. They start to become very weak, and the energy starts to lag. Now, this is all happening because they are not taking their dietary proteins properly.
Now, while we're on the conversation around protein, there are also many myths about protein and heart. How do you think proteins impact the heart?
The natural proteins come either from the vegetables, from the pulses, from the normal food that we eat. They are good for the heart. You take proteins, natural proteins in form of eggs, fish, chicken. They are good for the heart. Red meat, I do not recommend red meat because that increases the cholesterol, and the protein is very heavy with lots of fats. So that I avoid for my patients. They can take once in a while, once in 2-3 months. Yes, of course, they can take if they are non-vegetarian and they enjoy taking red meat. But apart from that, the natural meats that we take as fish is very good for the heart. You can avoid in the seafood. You can avoid taking prawns. They are not good for cardiac patients, or neither because they increase the cholesterol also. And out of the seafood, that is the only thing I would want you to avoid. But apart from that, natural proteins, see the vegetarians are, for their protein diet, they have to use egg, they have to use cheese, paneer, and curd. In these protein items, I always ask them to alternate these items. In the day they are taking milk, they should not take paneer. The day they are taking paneer, they should not take curd. So they can alternate this and still take their amount of proteins that are good for their health.
And Dr. Arora, is current lifestyle a key reason also for low protein intake amongst your patients?
I would agree with you that the junk food has become a habit. The youngsters, they are very busy in their lifestyle, in their work, that they catch a burger as their meal, one meal, instead of having a proper meal of dal, sabji, and paneer or something, or a chicken leg piece or something. They just go around taking what should I say? Should I call the junk food as garbage? Because that's what exactly it has become. I really sincerely want people to start eating home cooked food. If you start taking your tiffin, go back to the school time, take your tiffins with you. At least the home cooked food is a balanced diet. It is not junk that you are eating. You are only eating carbs which are getting converted into fats in the body or sugars in the body, and you are eating no amount of protein in that diet. In the junk foods, a packet of chips becomes a lunchtime thing, or some French fries become a lunchtime thing. So keeping a balanced diet is very, very important. I think if you start taking tiffin from home, uh, at least you will have a better amount of proteins in your diet to keep you going in very nicely. The eating habits of the youngsters nowadays is actually very, very bad, very bad.
Absolutely. And with that, we come to the end of the segment of Protein X Protein Abhiyan. But do send us your suggestions on what more would you want us to discuss about protein here. Write to us on our social media handles or log on to ndtv.com/protein abhiyan and take the pledge. Use hashtag protein pledge. That's it on this edition of Protein X Protein Abhiyan. Do keep watching.